Well, I think we were. I mean, one thing that stood out to me yesterday, we were listening to is Eric Clapton, wasn't it, Layla? And there was the drum, and he was just doing. I don't know the technical name for it.
Brushing.
But he was brushing across the, and you could just almost hear how many. You know, the great Colin Chapman always said that, you know, the thing with driving a Lotus was you knew how many legs the spider had when it would run it over. This was like you almost could tell how many bristles were on the brush because it was just so precise at something that was running, you know, what was it? Probably that room running at the time about 107 dB.
Yeah, at a max.
So.
At a max, yeah.
Peak,
so, but it didn't sound intrusive, over the top. It just sounded right.
Well, that's what we do. The whole point of using the professional components that we mentioned earlier on is that we can run a system at the level that you want it to be played at. So the THX reference levels that Gerard mentioned, that George Lucas and Thomas and Holman worked on all those years ago, for cinema, for studios, and for us to actually listen to the systems. That's the level you should really be listening. From their point of view, you should be listening to movies and music at those levels. But to do that, without it being fatiguing, without it sounding too harsh, it's actually very difficult. You need the right kind of components. So we work with professional grade components. We use very, very custom designed crossovers to achieve that at a very, very low distortion level. So it's not just about going loud. We talk about volume levels a lot, but anything can go loud and it can sound absolutely awful. Or you can play very loud and very, very clean, and you get exactly what you said, that you're listening to the number of bristles. And having that experience, that visceral experience that you get from cinema and from music, but with very, very low distortion levels, so it's very comfortable to listen to for long periods of time.